And welcome back to the Sunday Sports Update. Look who's back. Former Michigan State wide receiver Keith Nichol hanging out with us to help us preview the Rose Bowl between, of course, the Spartans and Stanford on New Year's Day. How you doing, bud?
Good. How are you?
Doing well, doing well. I think when's the last time I saw you? Was it the Nebraska game?
Yeah, Nebraska was the last time we were here.
Yeah, you did such an awesome job. We figured let's go ahead and bring you back to go ahead and preview the upcoming Rose Bowl, as I mentioned. But there is something, Keith, that I know a lot of Spartans fans want to know, the whole Max Bullough situation. What do you want to tell those fans? Everybody wants to find out the specifics.
You know, I think a lot of people are interested to see what happened, what did Max do? And really, Dave, it's not my place to say. I am close with the family and I'm close with Max. I will say that it's a tragic thing that he is not able to be with his team in the first Rose Bowl since 1988, I believe. The family has a lot of lineage with the program. They've been to Rose Bowls themselves, so I absolutely feel for them. I know who knows what happened, but it's really not my place to say. And I just feel terrible for him. And it's, you know, he's been thinking about this moment for his entire career.
Right.
And to not be out there with his team, I know it's a very tragic thing in his mind. And he's probably more upset that the media is taking more light on him not being there and playing than talking about the Michigan State Spartans being there and how great it is that they have made it to the Rose Bowl. And now all they're going to be talking about during the game is Max Bullough is gone, Max Bullough this. So I just feel terrible about the entire situation.
Well, first of all, we can respect what you said, certainly, and I know the viewers at home watching, too, can respect what you said, Keith, so certainly appreciate those words from you. Now, as for the ball game, you look at Kyler Ellsworth stepping into some pretty big shoes, Keith.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Max Bullough is the heart and soul of that defense. And while we have the Jim Thorpe Award winner and Darqueze Dennard and Shalik Calhoun and all these other superstars, Max Bullough is the anchor of that defense. He holds them down. He's lining everybody up. Kyler Ellsworth from Goodrich, Michigan, he's a great wrestler, has tremendous leverage. He's an intelligent player, too. He's played a lot of football in his career. I think he's going to go out there and do a great job. It's going to be hard to fill Max Bullough's shoes because he's an All-American and he's had all these accolades. But I have full faith in Kyler Ellsworth, and I think he's going to do a great job.
And I know you have a lot of faith in quarterback Connor Cook, but that Cardinal defense, how stingy is Stanford?
They're tough, man. I think it's a great matchup for us. I think it's going to find out who's man. They're going to line up in the trenches. It's going to be a game where the O-line faces the D-line, the linebackers against the running backs. I think the DBs and the wide receivers can get their opportunities to make plays, but I really think that it's going to come down to who can hold it down in the trenches. And if you like old gritty football, I think this is a game that you should really tune in to watch because they're going to be going at it for 4 quarters.
If you do have a couple of concerns, though, about Stanford, aside from its defense, is there another concern you might have about the Cardinal?
You know, obviously now that Max isn't going to be a part of that front seven, I think with that old line that they have, their intelligent quarterback and that tough running back they have in Gaffney, I mean, those guys run at you downhill and down your throat. That's where Max is going to be missed, I think, in my mind. But like I said, I think Kyler's going to play his butt off, and I think he's going to do a great job of filling in. So that's where I'm concerned. But I think they're very close and similar to our style of football. It's going to be a lot of fun.
That is Keith Nichol helping us break down the Rose Bowl coming up between, of course, Michigan State and Stanford. Any last words to maybe your message to the players getting ready to play out there if they happen to watch this online?
You know, I would just say play loose. You've worked so hard your entire career to get to this point. Have fun with it, and I think they are, and I think that's the reason they are where they are now. Enjoy yourself out there at Disneyland, enjoy yourself in LA, and do all the things, but it is a business trip. You want to be remembered as a Rose Bowl champion, not as a team that went to the Rose Bowl in 2014. So have fun, play loose, do what you've been doing all year.
I love the way you said that. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Keith Nichol.